What's up, folks? Saturday morning, 16th of November. I fucking love this car. I've got 5 hay bales in the back. And to be honest, I probably could have got a 6th one. But, yeah, went and got them from the guy that used to supply me wood when I had the rental house across in the other town. Anyway, Eugenia's been dropping off cabbage and lettuces for me this morning, which is great. And I bumped into her brother who owns the corner of the land on that side at the back of mine, and asked him about getting access with the digger for next week, because the guys need to come and dig out the ground for the terrace for the steels. Anyway, so the heating team have come in, and this is going to be the heat pump that's going to attach on the outside of that wall. And this is all the pipes going in, all the copper pipes with insulation. This is where my big tall radiator is going to be. And they've made really good progress. They came sort of 9 o'clock yesterday morning, and you can see it's already run down here. And they've connected it up into the room above. I thought they were going to go up in that corner, but it kind of makes sense. This is the connection for that long skinny radiator that's going to go across there. Let's take this beer bottle away. And yeah, I'll show you what it looks like upstairs. So 2 radiators down here. The heat pump, the big water tank is going to go there. That's on a different connection. So the radiators are running off of the air heat pump. Ooh. Geese are having a word. So yeah, let's have a look in the kitchen. Follow the pipes. Okay, so that's where they've come up from the room below. And then the control panel for the heating system is going to go there. This air conditioning unit, Hans and those heating guys actually spoke about it yesterday. So it's actually going to go up there, in line with the beam, sort of in the middle. And then this is for the other radiator here. It's actually going to be centralised. You see that line there is the centre point between that and that electric point. Safety barrier. So yeah, one little radiator there. And then because this wall is really thick, I'll show you. That's like halfway up my arm, so it's probably about 1 metre in thickness. And this is the wall that's got all the river stones in as well. And the original door frame, which has been sandblasted back. Anyway, so more copper pipes, and then that's where, obviously, that radiator is going to be, surprise, surprise, and the air conditioning unit is going to go above it there. So yeah, just realised all this render's arrived as well. So I don't know if that is, oops, try not to stand on anything said. There's the chickens going as well. My tiles, carpet tiles have come for the mezzanine, so that's all good. It looks like they've just been filling in little bits and pieces of concreting around. And this wall has been done as well. And so they made a really good call to make a little edge there, not to kind of have it coming too high, so we can actually see the edge of the stone there, which is nice, because on this side you can see how big that piece of stone actually comes out into the side, so that's really nice. All the scaffolding's come down from this wall as well. I was saying yesterday, like, this, I mean, it's going to be like a huge vast wall of nothing, right? Render and white paint. The gas bottles, this is the connection for the gas, so the gas bottles are going to sit down here, maybe on some slabs, and then kind of boxed in, and that's just going to run the stove in the kitchen. But yeah, this wall is crying out for some kind of mural or some kind of like climbing plants coming across it. But it's south facing, right? So anything that goes on there is going to get absolutely baked. So they finished bringing up the render up to there as well. These stairs actually feel quite nice and wide now. They've dug out that little shelf for me. But I tell you what, the most impressive thing that I've seen this week is the rendering on this side of the house. It's fucking epic. Let's just try and get over here without breaking a leg. Ooh. But yeah, this is crazy good. And the guy that did it, he does a lot of the rendering and the plastering work. He's the pain in the arse that kept ruining my table. But he does a really good work, so yeah, gotta give him credit for that. So we celebrated with a couple of beers. Me, him and the other guy who was dismantling all the scaffolding on the right hand side. So yeah, this is the bit where the little mini digger's going to come in and they're going to access it through there. And I've actually booked a fire for today. Haven't had the confirmation yet, but you see there's a lot of small stuff there. These bits that have come out of the old walls inside the house. So I was going to get a burn going, but it's pretty damp. So I don't know. But yeah, I've got the hay bales. What are you all doing? Hey? So yeah, my plan is now to muck out the duck and the goose house. Duckville. And then around the back of the shed, inside actually, I'm going to spray some spray foam. Because that keeps sort of the water pours in and comes across the floor and it gets really damp and squidgy. I'm also going to clean out the chicken bedding, check on Mr. Wonky down the back, and yeah, put some diatomaceous earth, I forget what it's called, anyway it keeps mites down. Going to give Mr. Wonky a little personal treatment with that as well. I don't know if I've actually got enough. Some of these big bits, just wondering. The big bits I wasn't going to burn. The smaller bits I was. But there's a lot to unpick. And my hands are not great. So update from the hospital visit yesterday. I do need surgery on both wrists. And they gave me the option of which one I'd do first. So I said the right hand. Because that's been bad for the longest amount of time. So now I'm just going to wait for a phone call to get the surgery done, but it's only going to take half an hour. Local anaesthetic just means that I'm going to have to get a taxi to the hospital and not be able to drive for a few weeks. Anyway, it is what it is. So roof, heating system. Really excited to see more progress next week. Really, really pleased with the progress that the heating team made in the space of a day. So that bodes well. So yeah, I'm going to go and unload some of this hay. Get mucky in the goose shed. Get rid of this. Alrighty, I'll check back in later. Back down on the field. I had grabbed a bit of this membrane that was used, the insane in the membrane that was used on the wall of the bathroom that faces the garden section. So I've just repurposed some of it, and I've got two sections, and I've put them underneath the silver foil, so it's kind of reusing foil that I had in the insulation when I was camping in the house, and the plastic membrane, which I put on the opposite way around at first, but you'll see water would have pooled in all these holes. So the idea is that now it sort of curves down the back and runs off. And then hopefully, ta-da! You can see where it's all wet down the back. Hopefully this will keep the ducks of Duckville. What is that noise, lad? A wee bit drier. They've all been enjoying their... Oh, someone's having a dust bath as well. I say they're all enjoying their cabbage. Who's that down there? Is that Cagney? Is that Cagney? Digging to Australia. So I've swept out and mucked out stinky old goose shed, and then that's where I put the spray foam around. So I'm hoping... Oh, it's kind of gone off already, so that's not too bad. So I'm hoping that this stays a bit drier. Ugh, see all the flies. So yeah, get that sorted out and then move on to the chickens. So I've just let the chickens have a run around. They're absolutely loving it. Diggy diggy. Look at the big hole under there. A little dust bath. Anyway, it's going to be fun trying to get them back in, but think about that later. So here's Chickenville. Redone the egg basket, put all the diatomaceous earth around. Onto the next one. Well, actually, let's see if I can't prop this up somehow. I have to wedge this underneath. Wonky and Fudge. I have given Wonky a bit of the powder at the base of his feathers as well, so just giving him a quick rub down. So apparently that'll help with any mites that he's got. As when I gave him his bath, he definitely had a few, but I saw him preening himself earlier, so he's able to stretch his neck around. He's just really unsteady. But those tail feathers are looking so much better. They're actually standing upright since I gave him a bath. Got rid of some of those little pin feathers. He's not in the best shape, obviously, but he's getting on by. And you'll see he sort of overreaches a little bit and then overbalances sometimes, but yeah, I need to rethink their food anyway, because steady Eddie. Yeah, because they seem to just dig all the way around it, and then the food bowl, it's like a gravity feeder, which gets full of mud and crud. So I might have to just take a different tack with these two and just throw food on the ground. I don't know. Anyway, this is their little Desres. Lots of new fresh straw. Oops, I missed some of that powder. And then I just found a little egg, replaced all of the straw in there as well. Give it a good tidy up. You right there, peeps? Alright. I'll leave that down here. They'll have a good go digging through all that straw as well. Now then, how do we get the chickens back inside? Actually, bring that up as well, get some more food. This is going to be a challenge. I see Dottie and Diego getting on with them all right. The geese just came up and gave them a bit of a hard time. Are you having fun? Hey? Diggy diggy. Look at Elvis. So handsome. Look at you, Elvis. And that's Wanda. And that's No Name. Rocky Jr. Lacey. Diego and Dottie. Fudge. Lady Pearl Featherington, whose eyes are now looking perfect after a little saltwater bath with me. Just You guys. Ooh. Might put a bit of extra straw down in the goose shed. Oh yeah, I've got to do water as well. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up today. It's probably a long enough video already. Yeah, wish me luck getting this lot back inside.